My girlfriend's sister wanted me. I said no. She told a lie. My life was bad. Court was good. I am a man, 24. My ex-girlfriend is Caddy, 24. We met in high school. We did chemistry work. We dated after 3 months. When we finished school, people thought we would marry. We were together 5 years. I did not want other girls. Our families were good. Her dad, Steve, fixed cars. He taught me things. My dad did not teach me these things. Her mom, Diane, was like my mom. She gave me food. She called me when I had tests. My parents were nice to Caddy. My mom shopped with her. My dad helped her get a car. It was a used Honda. He got the price down. We did things together. We had fun times. We went to places. We had jokes. We ate Thanksgiving with my family. We ate Christmas with her family. We went to a lake in summer. Caddy had a seat at my table. I had a seat at her table. Amy was Caddy's sister. She was 3 years younger. She was in high school. We were in college. At first, she was annoying. She wanted to be with us. She came to our movies. She walked in when we kissed. She asked many questions. Amy changed when she was 16. I saw it at a family party. Amy touched me when she walked by. She asked me to get things high up. Her dad was taller than me. She wore small shorts. She bent over in front of me. Then she sent me texts. At first, she asked about school. She asked about Caddy's gift. Then she talked about her. Her boyfriend did not get her. Boys her age were not grown up. She wanted a man like me. I showed Caddy the texts. Caddy laughed. She said Amy liked me. She said it was okay. Amy came to parties. She was too young. She knew I would be there. She saw me change clothes. She wore small clothes. I did not go to her house. I did not go to family things. Caddy saw this. We fought. She said I was strange to her sister. She said Amy was just a kid. In October, bad things happened. I was in college. I had good grades. I had a job. I made $22 each hour. My boss said I would make $75,000 later. I saved money for a ring. I wanted to ask Caddy to marry me. I had $4,800. Caddy did not know. Caddy was in Chicago. She went to a class meeting. She studied to be a teacher. Only 5 students went. She worked hard for weeks. She met people who could give her a job. We talked about living in Riverside. Teachers made $52,000 there. Houses did not cost too much. I did not plan to go to her parents' house. Steve called me. He asked for help. He wanted to put up shelves. His back hurt. He needed help. He bought strong shelves. I liked Steve. I said yes. I went at 6 p.m. We worked for hours. We finished at 9 p.m. Steve gave me food and a drink. Diane was not home. Only Steve, Amy, and I were there. I walked to my car. Amy ran out. She said her computer was bad. She had a paper for school. She asked me to fix it. Steve said I should help. He said I was good with computers. I went back in the house. She showed me her computer. The problem was easy. I fixed it fast. It took 10 minutes. I stood up to leave. Amy stood in my way. She said thank you. She stood too close. I moved back. I said no problem. I said to tell her dad good night. Amy came closer. She said Steve was in the shower. She said we were alone. She put her hand on my chest. She looked at me in a strange way. I said, Amy, no. I moved her hand. I said this was wrong. She said she was 18. She said it was not bad. I said I was with her sister. I said I loved her sister. Amy moved closer. She pushed me to the counter. She said Caddy did not need to know. She said I looked at her in a special way. I said I did not. I said I only saw her as Caddy's sister. I said stop. Then she tried to kiss me. I moved my head. I pushed her away. I said go away. I said this would not happen. Amy's face changed. She stopped smiling. She looked mad. She said I thought I was too good for her. She said I thought she was dumb. I said this was not about her. I said it was about me and Caddy. She said the family only talked about Caddy. She said Caddy was perfect. She said it made her sick.
I got my keys. I said I was leaving. I said, do not talk about this. I walked out. Amy yelled at me. She called me a bad name. She said I would be sorry. I drove home. I thought Amy was just embarrassed. I felt a little bad for her. I planned to talk to Caddy. I wanted to fix the problem. I did not know what would happen next. My roommate Tyler woke me up. He said my phone rang a lot. Someone wanted to talk to me. I got my phone. I had 17 missed calls. I had texts from Caddy. I had texts from her parents. I had texts from my parents. I had texts from friends. I felt sick when I read them. They said bad things to me. I called Caddy. She answered fast. She was crying. I asked what was wrong. She said I knew what was wrong. She asked how I could do things with her sister. I felt cold. I said Amy told lies. I said nothing happened. She said Amy showed her everything. She said I sent texts. She said Amy had marks on her arms. She said I wanted Amy for months. She said I hurt Amy when Steve was in the shower. I said that was crazy. I said I fixed her computer and left. I said she tried to kiss me and I said no. I said that was all. Caddy said stop lying. She said Amy had proof. She said the texts from me. She said I sent texts for months. I said I never sent bad texts. Caddy said she saw the texts. She said the texts asked to meet. She said the texts said bad things. She said the texts came from my phone.
I said they were fake. I said Amy made them. Caddy asked about the marks on Amy. She said the marks looked like fingers. She said the mark on her back from when I pushed her. I thought fast. I said yes, Amy made the marks. Caddy said she could not trust me. Her voice was cold. She said, do not call her. She said, do not text her. She said, do not talk to her family. She said her dad was calling the police. She hung up. I called Caddy back. It went to voicemail. I texted her. I said, please let me explain. I said this was a mistake. I said I would not do this. She did not answer. I put on clothes. I went to my car. My phone rang. It was my mom. She asked where I was. I said I was going to Caddy's house. She said no. She said, come home. I said I did nothing wrong. She said, come home. She said we would fix it. I drove to my parents' house. My parents were at the table. They looked serious. My dad asked what happened. I told them everything. I told them about the shelves. I told them about the computer. I told her Amy wanted me. I told her I said no. They did not talk. My dad sighed. He said Steve showed him texts. He said the texts were from months ago. He said the texts were bad. I said the texts were not from me. I said Amy used an app to make them. I said I never touched Amy. I said she made the marks herself. My parents looked at each other. They looked worried. They looked like they did not believe me. My dad said the police wanted to talk to me. He said he would take me to the police station. The police talked to me for 6 hours. A detective showed me texts. He said the texts were from me to Amy. He said the texts were bad. He said the texts were from 5 months ago. The detective showed me pictures. The pictures looked like Amy and I were together. I said the pictures were not mine. I said I never sent texts. I said I never took pictures. They did not believe me. The detective asked questions. He asked why Amy would lie. He asked how the texts came from my phone. He asked why I went to the house. I said her dad called me for help. I said I stayed away from Amy for months. The detective wrote notes. He looked at the other officer. At the end of the day, they charged me with a crime. They said I hurt a young person. Amy was 18, but some texts were from when she was 17. They added more charges. My parents paid $50,000 to let me go home. I had rules. I could not talk to Amy or her family. I had to give them my passport. I had to wear a thing on my ankle. I had to be home at night. I went home with my parents. But bad things kept happening. My school kicked me out. They did not wait for the court. They said I could not come to school. They had a meeting on October 27, but they already decided. The school boss said he protected students. He said he had no tolerance for bad things. The next week, they expelled me. I lost my scholarships. My job fired me the same day. My boss Mark did not call me. The people who work at the job sent an email. They said I was fired. They took my key card. They erased my work computer. They told me to send it back. My bank froze my money. I could not get my $4,800. I saved the money for Caddy's ring. My friends left me. People I knew for a long time acted like they did not know me. Social media was bad. People said they wanted me dead. People stopped being my friends online. Caddy blocked me. She changed her phone number. Her friends were my friends too. They posted things about helping victims. They said they cut bad people out. They took my pictures off their pages. It was like I never lived. My sister Grace believed me.
She said Amy always liked me. She said Amy asked about me. She said Amy wanted to see my old pictures. My parents tried to help me, but I saw they did not believe me. They got me a lawyer. His name was Dave Hoffman. They paid my bail. They let me live at home. But they made rules. I could not go out after 8 p.m. I could not have friends over. I had to tell them where I was. My dad always asked if I was hiding something. My mom cried a lot. They did not say I did it, but they did not believe me. I lost a lot of money. I lost $14,300 for school. They did not give it back. I lost $1,800 for my apartment. I had to pay my lawyer. I used all my savings in 3 days. I paid Dave $10,000 at first. He said it might cost $50,000 if we went to court. I could not get a job. No one wants to hire someone with my charges. I tried small jobs. The thing on my ankle made it hard. My parents paid for my lawyer. They always said it cost a lot. They wanted to use the money for Grace's school. Now they talked about getting loans. They talked about using their retirement money. I felt very alone. People I knew my whole life looked at me different. Teachers, neighbors, family, friends, all looked at me like I was bad. Some people just stayed away from me. Some people left bad notes at my parents' house. Some people yelled at me when I walked by. Only 2 people believed me. Tyler was my roommate. Megan was Caddy's cousin. Megan called me 2 weeks later. She said she did not believe it. She said Amy was jealous of Caddy. She said Amy liked me. She said Amy told lies a lot. I asked what kind of lies. Megan said when Amy was 15, she said she dated a college boy, but the boy was not real. She showed people texts she wrote herself. Last year, Amy said her math teacher liked her, but the teacher just gave her a bad grade. She wanted to get him fired. It was good that Megan believed me, but it did not fix my problem. The prosecutor wanted me to get in big trouble. Dave talked about making a deal. He said I knew I did not want to do it, but he said I should know what could happen. He said if I lost, I could go to jail for 5 to 7 years. He said if I made a deal, I would go to jail for 3 years. I could get out after 18 months. I said I would not say I did it. I said keep fighting. But I was losing hope. The trial was in July. It was 9 months later. I lived like a prisoner at my parents' house. No job, no school, no friends, no future. Some days I stayed in bed. I was very sad. I did not eat. I did not shower. I thought my life was over. Even if they said I was not guilty, my life was already ruined. People thought I was bad. My job was gone. My relationship with Caddy was gone. 5 years of my life were gone. The worst part was Caddy believed I did it.
After 5 years, she thought I could do something so bad. She did not even ask me. She did not let me explain. In March, I felt the worst. I thought about killing myself. I had a plan. Tyler came to my house. He found me on my bed. I was looking at pills. He stayed with me for 3 days. He did not sleep much. He made sure I was okay. Tyler said we would win. He said the truth would come out. I did not believe him. But I started to do things again. I showered, I ate, I looked at the case with Dave. I looked for things to help. In April, we got good news. Dave hired a computer expert named Kevin. Kevin looked at the texts. Kevin cost a lot of money. He cost $30.75 for each hour, but he was worth it. After weeks, Kevin found problems with the texts. The times did not match. The way they looked was wrong. This showed someone changed the texts. Dave said it was not proof, but he said it made people doubt the texts. We asked the judge to look at the text again. The judge said yes, but he did not want to. The prosecutor said the problems were just computer errors. He said they did not prove the texts were fake. The prosecutor brought a computer expert. The expert said text information can look wrong sometimes. He said it can be from computer problems, but it was a small problem for their case. At the same time, a girl named Olivia talked to me. She knew Amy in high school. They were friends for a short time. Olivia said Amy did the same thing to her brother. Olivia and her brother worked at a store. Amy liked her brother. He did not like her. Amy told everyone he touched her. He got fired. Olivia's brother was lucky. There were cameras. They showed he did not do it. I asked if Amy called the police. Olivia said no. Amy just told lies. But it was the same thing. Amy liked him. He said no. Amy got back at him. Olivia said she would tell the court about Amy's lies. It was not a lot, but it helped. In May, Megan called. She said Amy's story was changing. Megan heard Amy talk to her aunt. The details were different. The times were different.
Megan thought Amy was worried about her story not matching. Dave asked for Amy's new story. The prosecutor said no, but the judge said yes. Amy's story was different now. She said, I wanted her for more than a year, not just months. She said I heard her in the kitchen. She said I heard her in the living room too. She said I threatened her many times. She said that was why she waited to tell people. Dave said this was good for us. He said changing stories make people look like liars. But we still had no proof that she lied. The trial was getting closer. My future was not sure. The summer went slowly. The thing on my ankle hurt in the heat. My parents' house felt like a prison. The trial was on July 17. I was very nervous. Dave felt better than he had in months. He said the text looked fake now. He said Amy's story kept changing. He said people would say good things about me. He said people would talk about Amy's past. He said we had a chance to win. A week before the trial, Steve came to my parents' house. My dad opened the door. He almost closed it on Steve, but Steve asked for 5 minutes. They brought Steve to the backyard. I was sitting there. He looked bad. He did not sit down. He said he needed to ask me something. His voice was rough. He asked if I touched his daughter. I looked in his eyes. I said no. I said I never touched Amy in a bad way. I said I never sent her texts. I said I never did the things she said. He looked at my face for a long time. He said some things in her story did not make sense. He said she said things happened when they could not have. My heart beat fast. I said, "What?" He shook his head. He said he could not talk about details. He said he needed to hear it from me. He left without saying more. I told Dave about Steve's visit. Dave said this was important. He said if her dad had doubts, the jury might too. The day before the trial, the prosecutor called Dave. He offered a new deal. Go to jail for 18 months, get out after 9 months, go to a nice jail. Dave said the prosecutor was nervous. He said they knew their case was weak. I said no to the deal. I had come this far. I would see it to the end. I would either be free or fight. The night before the trial, I could not sleep. I sat outside until morning. I watched the stars. I thought about how my life should have been. I should have been in my last year of college. I should have been planning a future with Caddy. I should have been working on my dreams, not fighting to stay out of jail for something I did not do. When the sun came up, I showered. I put on a suit. I got ready for what would happen. The court was full of people. The news was there. They talked about the college student who hurt his girlfriend's sister. People like drama when it's not about them. I saw Caddy for the first time in 9 months.
She sat with her mom. She did not look at me. She was thin. Her face looked different. She kept twisting a tissue in her hands. Amy was there too. She dressed nice. Her hair was back. She looked young and scared. She looked like the perfect victim. My stomach felt bad. She did not look like someone who told a big lie. The trial started. The prosecutor said I was a bad person. He said I used Caddy to get to Amy. He said I wanted Amy for a long time. He said I got mad when she said no. Dave told a different story. He said Amy was jealous. He said she made up evidence and lies after I said no to her. The prosecutor showed his evidence first. He showed the texts. He showed pictures of Amy's marks. He showed doctor papers. He said the marks matched her story. Amy told her story. She cried. She had practiced it. She had trouble when asked about the different stories, but she quickly said she was just confused. Dave asked her questions. He talked about the changing times. He asked if she first told police it happened at 9:30 p.m. She said yes, around that time. Dave asked why in May she said it started at 9:45 and went past 10 o'clock. He asked which time was right. Amy said she was hurt. She said she did not look at a clock. Dave asked why she first said it happened only in the kitchen, but later she said it happened in the living room too. Amy said she tried to forget. She said in therapy she was trying to remember everything. Amy had an answer for every question. On the third day, it was our turn. Dave broke down the prosecutor's case. He showed the computer report. He showed the problems with the texts. He called Olivia. She told about Amy's lies about her brother. He called Tyler and other people. They said good things about me. They talked about my relationship with Caddy. They talked about how I treated women. They talked about my character. Olivia's brother Jason came from Arizona. He told how Amy wanted him. He told how he said no.
He told how she told lies, and he lost his job. Jason said if there were no cameras, he did not know what would have happened to him. On the fourth day, during a break, Dave got a call. His face changed when he listened. He said we needed to go back to the court right away. He gathered his papers. When court started again, Dave asked to show new evidence. The judge asked what it was. Dave said it was camera video from Steve's house on that night. The prosecutor said no right away. He said this was the first time they heard about camera video. He said we were trying to surprise them. Dave said we just got the video too. Dave said Steve put a camera in his garage last year. He said there were break-ins in the area. The camera could see the kitchen door. Dave said Steve just realized the camera saw me leave that night. The judge said yes, even though the prosecutor said no. Steve went to the stand to talk about the video. He did not look at me or Amy. The judge asked why Steve just now told him about the video. Steve cleared his throat. He said he did not think about the camera at first. He said it's saved to the computer cloud. He said he rarely checked it. But he said some things in Amy's story did not make sense, so he looked at the video. They played the video in court. It showed me leaving the kitchen door at 9:37 p.m. Amy followed me to the door. She looked mad, but she was not hurt. No marks on her arms, no tears, no signs of being hurt. The time was when she said I hurt her. The court got loud. The judge said, "Be quiet." Amy started crying. The prosecutor asked for a break to talk to his witnesses. The judge said no. He told him to keep asking Steve questions. The prosecutor asked Steve if the video could be changed. Steve said no. He said it went right to the computer cloud. He said he got it from his account. He said he gave it to the defense just as it was recorded. The prosecutor tried more questions, but the damage was done. The video showed Amy was lying. The video showed what really happened. The next day in court, the prosecutor said they were dropping all charges. Just like that, it was over. But dropping the charges did not fix 9 months of hell. It did not fix my reputation. It did not fix my education. It did not fix my career. It did not fix my relationships. It did not give me back my life. Amy got in trouble too. They charged her with lying to police. They charged her with making fake evidence. They charged her with lying in court. She was 18. Her dad spoke for her. She got no jail time.
She got probation. She had to go to counseling. She had to do community service. It was not enough for what she did to me. The court said she had to pay me $7,500. That was nothing compared to what it cost me. Not just money, but my feelings and my mind too. Steve and Diane got a divorce after the trial. Steve could not forgive Diane. She made him support Amy's lies, even when he had doubts. Steve called me once after the trial. He said he was sorry. He said he should have asked questions sooner. He said he should have checked the camera earlier. I appreciated it, but it was too late. Caddy tried to contact me many times. Texts, calls, emails, messages through friends. She said she was sorry. She said she was sorry for not believing me. She said she was sorry for not letting me explain. She said she missed me. She wanted to try again. I blocked her number. I blocked her email. I blocked her on social media. We were together 5 years. She believed the worst about me right away. Some betrayals are too big. My parents wanted to fix things too. They said they were sorry for doubting me. But I could not forget their faces during those months. The questions, the doubt. I keep them away now. I call on holidays. I visit sometimes. But there is a distance now. The university would not let me come back. They said I was still expelled. I sued them. I said they expelled me for no reason. I said they discriminated against me. It has been 3 years. The case is still in court. My lawyer thinks they will pay me about $200,000. That sounds like a lot, but it is not enough for what I lost. Not just school money, but money I could have made, my career, people I could have met. The hardest part was rebuilding my life. I moved far away. I went to a new university. I had to get big loans. My scholarships were gone. I worked at night in a warehouse. I paid for a small apartment. It was only big enough for a bed and desk. I made $14.50 each hour. No benefits. I moved boxes from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Then I went to classes. I tried to stay awake. Tyler moved to be with me a year later. He got a job at the same warehouse. He finished his degree online. Having someone who knew me before helped a lot. Tyler stood by me through everything. Megan still talks to me. Her family was mad at her for supporting me, but she does not regret it. She says she always knew Amy was trouble. She just did not know how much. Megan finished her degree. She moved to Seattle last year. We talk every week. It has been 3 years since they dropped the charges. Almost 4 years since that night in the kitchen. I got my degree last spring. I found a good job making computer software. It is not the job I planned, but it pays my bills. I make $68,000 a year. I have good health insurance.
I have a 401k plan. I am slowly building a new life. My life is not about what happened anymore. Some days are hard. Some days I wake up mad. I'm mad about what I lost. Other days, I am just happy they said I was not guilty. I am happy I avoided a worse life. If the camera had not been there, I would be in jail right now. If Steve had not put up the camera, or if he had not looked at the video, I would be in jail. My whole future depended on a camera that might not have been there. The money problems continue. I owe $86,000 for student loans. My credit is bad. I could not pay my bills for 9 months. My parents used most of their retirement money for legal fees. Dave's final bill was $73,500. It was worth it, but it will take years for my family to recover. Dating is hard. I worry about when to tell a girl what happened. If I tell her too soon, she might think I'm damaged. She might think it was true. If I wait too long, it feels like I'm hiding something. I've had a few short relationships, nothing serious. It's hard to trust now. Olivia and I talk too. Her brother went through something like me, but not as bad. We meet sometimes to talk about it. It feels good to talk to someone who understands. I sometimes check to see what Amy is doing. She finished her degree. She moved to Portland. She got a job in marketing. She posts happy pictures online. It's like she never tried to ruin my life. Her probation ended last year. Sometimes I wonder if she feels bad, or if she thinks she was the one who was hurt. My lawsuit against the university continues. My lawyer says they are waiting. They hope I will get tired and take less money. It is frustrating, but I will not give up. It's not about the money now. It's about making them say they were wrong. But the best thing happened 6 months ago. I got a dog from the shelter. His name is Riley. He's a German Shepherd mix. He's 3 years old. His old owner couldn't keep him. He had to go away for work. Riley has trouble trusting people too, so we're a good match. We're always together. He guards the apartment. He goes hiking with me on weekends. He's the best roommate I have had since Tyler. If there is a lesson, it is that you don't really know people. The people you think will help you might believe the worst about you. And sometimes help comes from places you don't expect. Like your girlfriend's cousin who you barely talk to, or the camera her dad put up and forgot about. I don't know if I will ever get over what happened, but I try not to let it define my life. I have a good apartment now. I have a job I don't hate. I have a loyal dog. I have a few friends I can trust.